Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to present to you the most efficient farming build in my opinion, because when you are farming too much, I mean, like if you're going through the mission like 50 times a day, it's too much. It's not fun anymore and you need the most efficient build to do that. And in my opinion, it's not fun to run this build, but it's efficient in my opinion. If we can go to the build right here, so I'm using the demolitionist specialization and these two, this pistol, the eagle better, and the rail spear for a special talent, which I'm gonna explain later. So, and I'm using the 4-piece hardwired, and I am using the Alp Summit backpack, as well as the BTSU glove. And for the skills, I am using the Seeker Mine, the Cluster Seeker Mine, as well as the Stinger Hive. And now we are going through the detailed explanation of the build. So we are going to run through the specialization, the weapons, the weapon mods, the gears as well as their mods, the skills and their mods, the style of the build, as well as some improvements that you can do. So for example, if you go to the specialization, the main important thing, if you go to the tree of the specialization, we are interested in, I guess, 3 or 4 talents in this tree. So the first talent is the 25% increase to explosive damage, as well as the effects. And I think this talent is amazing. This one, yeah. The group members gain 5% damage to targets out of cover. That's a decent one. And for sure, the assault rifle, SMG damage boost. If you are using the LMG, then by all means go for it. You can take off the rifle or the assault rifle and then just go for the LMG or whatever. Okay, now if we go to the weapons, for the first weapon I am using the rail spear, and mainly for the holster talent or the equipped talent, which says while equipped, skill deployed at full armor have 25% duration, charges, and ammo, which is great. And the eagle bear just for the tenacity. And for the handgun, I am using this handgun just for the holster talent as well, which says while equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. Buff is lost when exiting cover, then occurs once per 60 seconds. So for the exotic, the weapon mods are unchangeable, we cannot change them. And for the rail splitter is, you can use the crit chance or you can use the damage to elites, 8 damage to elites. And here it's amazing to use the 7% crit chance, of course, and for here you can use the crit chance or whatever you like, but I prefer using damage to elites, like 5% hit damage to elites, as well as this sturdy extended max 20 round, plus 20 rounds, of course. So these are for the weapon mods. The pistol mods are not very important, just crit chance or just whatever, just use whatever you want. So we are going to go for the 4-piece hardwired. So if we have 2 pieces, we're gonna get 20% skill power, which is amazing. If we are using 3 pieces, we get the tempered proof. And if we are using the 4 pieces, we are going to get feedback loop, which is the most amazing talent. So in the mask, we are going to use the skill power. We have 355 skill power, and we are going to stack our damage to elites. And for the chest piece, we are using the hardwired chest piece, of course, skill power, weapon damage, it's not important, and some armor. And for the talent, 40% explosive damage is destructive, which is a very important talent in this build. For the holster, we are using a hardwire holster, of course, skill power, and skill haste. The more skill haste you get, the better it is. And for the backpack, I'm using the Alp Summit backpack with skill haste and skill power. And this backpack has the perfect tech support talent, which says kills by active skills and explosive grants 30% skill damage for 10 seconds. So it's all about skill damage and explosive damage and it's whatever. And of course hard hitting for 25% damage to elites. And we are using, for the glove, we are using the BTSU glove, which has 3 amazing talents. For the first talent, it says skills that applied status effect gain 25% or 50% status effect duration and 50% skill haste, which is amazing. And the energy infusion, whenever you apply a status effect, your glove become infused with that effect for 60 seconds. While infused, you gain 10% skill damage, 10% skill healing, and 10% repair, and 10% skill duration for each of yellows you are using on your build. So for example, for me, I am using 16 yellows, which means I am getting 160 skill damage, skill healing, repair, and duration, which is godly in my opinion. And charge proxies, whenever you throw a skill, 1.25 seconds after landing, it creates an explosion, applying the infused status effect to all enemies within 6 meters, which is an amazing talent as well. And for the hardwired knee pads, of course, we are using just skill power. If you have too much skill power on your chest piece, you can use skill haste. And for the skills, I'm using the cluster seeker mine, which has 500,000 damage and 9 cluster mines, which is amazing in my opinion. And the Stinger Hive, which lasts for 73 seconds and has 120,000 damage. And for the mods of the cluster mine, I am using the skill haste, 185.4 skill haste. If you have better, use it by all means. 6 cluster mines, that's the maximum I think. And skill and damage, 96 damage. Yeah. And for the Stinger Hive, I am using the duration, 46.2 duration, and I'm using the 91 damage. And for here, I have charges. I can use charges, of course, why not? Skill haste, it requires a technician, but skill hive powered, I don't need that. I'm gonna use that or whatever. So basically, this is the build. I'm gonna run through the mods. I'm just using the 5% explosive damage for all of my build because it's amazing. 5%, yeah. And here I'm using just armor or whatever. Here just some assault rifle damage. It's not important because it's based on skill and explosive damage. 5% explosive damage, 5% explosive damage on the whole build. 5%. Here I have 3.5%. Here I have explosive resistance. For the glove, 5% weapon explosive damage, 2 times some armor, some damage, some protection from elites or whatever. 5% explosive damage and 5% explosive damage is basic stuff as well. For the stats, let's go through the stats and see. For the stats, I mean the most important thing is for me at least in this build, or for everyone who is running this build, is the damage to elites, as well as the explosive damage. We have 108 explosive damage, which is bonus, of course, which is amazing. This is it. The only thing I can improve in this build is to get a better roll for skill power on the chest piece or on the backpack, and run skill haste on the knee pads as well, and maybe a higher skill haste on the backpack as well. And for some showcasing, okay, I'm gonna try to showcase some seeker damage as well. I'm gonna put it in very hard. I'm gonna stay behind the cover and just through the seeker. I think they should all go down. Yeah, there you go. And for the Stinger Hive, let's check this out. I don't think it's too much, but it blocks them basically. Oh, there you go. I think it's very hard, but it's on normal difficulty. I'm gonna go to heroic. That's the most deadly difficulty I think. It's on easy. I'm gonna make it on very hard and check the ultimate. NPCs. Let's see that. Yeah, same results. Nothing has changed. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have fun with this build. If you enjoyed this video and this build, just give it a like, just give this video a like, and subscribe for more. See you guys in the next one. Peace.